Samantala, agad naman po natin dakuan ang opisina ng NDRRMC para po sa magaganap at ginaganap na press conference.
So, dito po sa slide na to, makikita po natin yung bulletin forecast track as per the bulletin issued at 11 o'clock this afternoon, this morning. And then it goes with, yung forecast track natin as of 5 o'clock this afternoon is almost the same scenario po. So, makikita po natin na Tropical Storm Maring is expected to leave their responsibility, possibly move closer towards northern Taiwan by tomorrow afternoon or early evening po. Same as with the forecast track ngayong alas 5. Next slide, please. Now, for our weather forecast, yung extent po ng monsoon rains ay mararanasan pa rin po natin dito sa Metro Manila, sa Ilocos Region, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, and the province of Benguet. So, inaasahan pa rin po natin na due to the monsoon rains, ay posible pa rin po makaranas ng mga pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. Now, the whole Visayas and the rest of Luzon, cloudy with light to moderate rain showers and thunderstorms, while Mindanao, basically fair weather po, apart from isolated afternoon or evening rain showers and thunderstorms. And meron din po tayong pinalabas na gale warning, rough to very rough sea conditions over the seaboards of Luzon, while over the seaboards of Visayas and Mindanao, moderate to rough sea conditions po yung inaasahan natin. Next slide, please. And as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, meron din po tayong nakataas pa rin na orange rainfall advisory over Metro Manila. Heavy to intense rains expected to prevail for the next 3 hours, as well as over nearby provinces, Rizal, Cavite, Nueva Ecija, Bulacan, Pampanga, Tarlac, Zambales, and Bataan. So the next advisory will be issued 3 hours, that would be at around 7 tonight. Next slide, please. So, status naman ng dams as of 3 o'clock. Yung minomonitor po ng Flood Forecasting Division ng Pag-asa. So, makikita po natin yung the nearest one over Metro Manila, yung La Mesa Dam. As of 3 o'clock this afternoon, ay nag-overflow na po from yung capacity niya na 8.15, nakapag-record na po ng 80.15 rather, nakapag-record na po ng 80.32. So, overflow na po. Now, these dams being monitored by Pag-asa, for more information po, is contact po natin yung Flood Forecasting and Warning Division. Next slide, please. So, ito po yung satellite imagery. Kung makikita po natin, yung cloudiness associated with the tropical storm, although malayo sa atin, but yung impluensya po nito sa bagat, still expect the country within the next 24 hours. Now, pag lumabas po bukas ng air responsibility, yung bagyong si Maring, tomorrow afternoon, evening, or early Thursday morning, we're expecting the gradual improvement of weather condition over Metro Manila beginning Thursday evening to or Friday early morning po, or Friday morning. So, yung next weather bulletin po with regards to Maring will be issued at 11 p.m. tonight. Next po. So, yun po yung latest update natin.
Thank you very much, Christopher. For the updates on the effects, we have Major Ray Balido.
Thank you, sir. So, dumako naman po tayo sa mga epekto nitong southwest monsoon na pinapaigting ni Tropical Storm Maring. This will be the sequence of my briefing. Next slide. As updated by Pag-asa, ito na po yung weather update natin. Orange rainfall advisory and heavy to intense rains ang nararanasan natin. Next slide. So, sa affected population po, ito na po yung updated figure natin. Makikita po natin na yung karamihan dito sa mga apektadong pamilya ay nasa Region 3 at saka Region 4A po. With a total of 125,348 families or equivalent to 602,442. Next slide. Sa casualties po naman natin, umakyat na po sa 8 yung ating patay. Yung nadagdag po is yung dating na-report na missing sa Tansa, Cavite. Nakita na pong patay. And then, dito naman po sa injured, kung maalala po natin yung mga natrap na tourist doon sa Sagada, yun sa cave doon sa Sagada, yun pong na mga na-rescue were slightly wounded, so sinali po natin sila rito. And then doon sa missing po, may nadagdag din pong isa. An individual was swept away in Sariaya River while crossing the said river. So, 4 po. Next slide. Sa ating status of lifelines, particularly sa mga lansangan natin na patuloy pa rin binabaha, may mga na-record na kanina na naging passable. However, mayroon pa rin, dahil sa pagbuhos, tuloy-tuloy ng pagbuhos ng ulan, mayroon na namang mga dumagdag, kaya mayroon pa rin po tayong 65 road nets or road sections na hindi pa rin pwedeng daanan because of flooding. And yung dating na-report kanina na isang bridge na hindi pa pwedeng madaanan, nakipag-ugnayan tayo sa ating Office of Civil Defense Cordillera at kasalukuyan pa rin pong inaayos. Next slide. Sa ating cause of assistance, ito yung pinakita na kanina ng ating during the briefing or the meeting with the council kanina ng DSWD. Wala pa rin pong pagbabago. A total of 4,492,238 pesos. Next slide. Status, na-present na rin po ito ng ating kasamahan from Pag-asa. Next slide. And sa mga lugar na na-declare na under state of calamity, may mga nadagdag po tayo. Sa Region 1, nananatili yung Municipality of Narbacan, Ilocos Sur. Sa Region 3, the province of Bataan, the whole province of Bataan. And in Pampanga, we have San Fernando City or City of San Fernando. And the municipalities of Masantol, Guagua, Macabebe, and Minalin. In Region 4A, we have the whole province of Cavite. And then in the province of Laguna, we have the cities of Binyan and Santa Rosa, and the municipalities of San Pedro, Cabuyao, Calamba, Los Baños, and Bay. That ends my update. Good afternoon.
Plus nga yung mga state of calamity declaration. Clarify mo lang ito Ray, yung pag sinabi mo province of Bataan, it means whole province, city and municipality carried over na. Yung ganong video, okay. Pati yung Cavite. So in Laguna, not the whole province. Okay.
Noted, sir.
Okay, from DSWD, pagkakaroon po tayo ng update regarding sa relief operations. On USEC. So I will be updating the relief operations conducted by DSWD. So as of this afternoon, yung ating sinasabi kaninang 10,000 family food packs na intended for Region 3, ang distribution po niya ngayon ay sa Bataan po natin ibibigay, sa Bulacan. So meron tayong in coordination with the World Food Program, so sila po ang mag-provide ng transport. Kasama na po yung sinasabi ni Secretary kanina na high energy biscuits para sa ating mga bata na nasa evacuation center, sa yung mga older persons po natin. So ang distribution po noon ay sa Region 3, magpadala po tayo ng 779 boxes of high energy biscuits. Sa Region 4A, 771 boxes. Sa NCR, 1,053. So, a total of 3,003 high energy biscuits. Yung isang box po ay nag-compose po siya ng 100 pieces na biscuit. Yung isang biscuit ay enough for one person per day. So, kung sa children siguro baka hindi, mas maliit kasi baka ma-over yung yung ating mga bata. Hatiin siguro. Double ang kanyang pamimigay. Sige po, magbitbit po tayo para matingnan natin kasi nagtatanong sila kung masarap ba or anong lasa kasi ang experience ng Region 5 kasi lagi silang nabigyan ng high energy, medyo nakakaumay pag lagi mong kinakain. Pero pag sa umpisa pa lang, ganado ka talagang maging energetic ka daw. Yun ang report ng aming region regarding doon sa high energy biscuits. So yun naman pong sa Region 4A na sinasabi nating 5,000 kaninang umaga at meron siyang additional request kasi sa Bacoor meron ding additional evacuees na. So yung distribution po ng 5,000 saka 3,000, so around 8,000 na po yung ipapadala natin at kino-coordinate na natin sa OCD for military truck. Sa Bacoor meron tayong 1,000 family food pack. Sa General Trias 500, sa Novelita 500, sa Kawit 500, San Mateo Rizal 500. Din meron tayo sa Naik 1,000, Santa Rosa 600, Tansa 500, Binyan 1,000, Cavite 1,000, Santa Rosa 300, Cabuyao 300, and Calamba 300. So far, meron na po kaming ongoing repacking po ngayon kasi gaya na sinasabi ni Secretary, kaninang umaga nag-emergency purchase po kami worth 100,000 family food pack and preparation pag nagkaroon ng prolong at is ready po tayo. So, kaninang umaga pinoses namin yung requisition. So, by this evening, yung dalawang supplier will be delivering around 25% of the relief goods para continue yung repacking hanggang weekend po. So far, yun po ang aming, yun pa lang aming mga nating quick response team ng ating mga social welfare action team kasi bawat probinsya meron po tayong tinatawag na social welfare action team na nakatutok doon sa area. So, per municipality meron tayong mga tao na tumututok rin para tumulong mag-assist para malaman natin ano pa yung mga needs ng ating mga kababayan. In addition to family food packs, nagpadala po tayo sa 4A ng blanket sa kumot. Banig sa kumot. So, tigpa 500 po yun. 500 yung kumot, 500 yung banig. So far, yun po, pero continuous po yung ating pag-monitor para matutukan yung pagbibigay ng tulong doon sa ating mga kababayan.
Maraming salamat po, Director. From the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Major Espinosa.
Sir, good evening. For the AFP updates on humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations, the AFP, sir, dispatched 2 M35 for the transportation of more or less 300 individuals for the Libreng Sakay at Quiapo area, Manila, in coordination with MMDA. We also dispatched 2 M35 at Marikina City. We dispatched 1 M35 truck at Pasay City, sir. And this afternoon, late afternoon, we received a request from the Malabon City government requesting for our assistance for the evacuation of 300 families along Tulyahan River, sir. So we already made coordination with our joint task force, NCR, sir, and they will be making the initial coordination, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. From the Philippine Coast Guard.
Yes, magandang hapon po. Sa search and rescue na kinakandak natin dito sa Manila, as of now, meron tayong 7 teams na na-deploy. 2 teams sa Kawit, 2 teams sa Fort Bonifacio and at the vicinity of Barangay 183. 1 team sa Barangay La Paz, Makati. 1 team sa Loton area and 1 team sa May San Juan City. So lahat siya nagkakandak ng search and rescue and evacuation po. Sa Cebu naman, sir, meron po tayong latest update as of 1600, meron pong Roro na sumadsad sa may vicinity ng Bogo City Pier. Ang pangalan ng Roro is yung MV Super Shuttle Ferry 10. Meron tong kargang 63 passengers na fortunately nasa may vicinity lang sila ng pier at naiyahon sila ng mga rescuers natin. Yun lang po, sir.
Okay, yun po ang updates ngayon dito sa National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. And I would like to inform the media that during our 11 a.m. Briefing, it was mentioned that 50% of the Metro Manila was flooded. But now it's now 20. So nag-improve po ang weather condition, pati yung condition ng flooded areas. At basically, ang itong 20% na to concentrated in Marikina City and Parañaque. Okay, we can have an open forum.
Sir, so yung 50% to 60%, that was as of what time?
11 a.m.
As of this morning.
As of this morning, and as of 4 p.m., it's now down to 20%.
So, ibig sabihin, sir, madaling bumababa yung baha, basta wala lang ulan na tuloy-tuloy na bumabagsak.
Yes.
As dead. Oo. Wala pang nakarating sa aming report about that. We will check with our regional centers. Okay, thank you. Yes. Yes, Alexis. Hindi pa rin. Hindi pa rin nakaabot sa amin yung report. Thank you.
Sir, yung SLEX ba passable na? Tsaka yung Magallanes, yung mga areang binaha kanina umaga?
Yes, these road nets are already passable.
So, Parañaque, Marikina na lang yung baha sa Metro Manila. Sir, kumusta po yung Tulyahan River, San Juan River, yung iba't ibang mga ilog?
We have yet to receive this information. As soon as makuha namin, ibibigay namin kagad sa inyo. Kung mayroon pang binabaha, we'll still conduct search and rescue or rescue. Pero kung wala na, we'll shift to clearing operations.
Yung report ng council na number of casualties will depend on the confirmation on the ground, and it must be confirmed also by DOH. If you will notice sa briefing natin this morning, yung data ng council saka data ni Secretary Ona ng Senate briefing ay basically the same. Meron ba po?
Sir, earlier they were asking kung passable na daw yung Magallanes and yung SLEX Road. SLEX, and I already answered na po ito lahat.
Basically, yung mga naapektuhan ng previous floodings, they will be served also by the government, including itong probably baka magtagal in the areas of Marikina and Parañaque. What is our latest update in Marikina? Ang kanina this morning, ang prediction ng Pag-asa, it will be about 18 meters by 3-4 in the afternoon. And true enough, talagang na-reach yun. Ano? And it is being observed now kung ano ang trend as to whether tataas or bababa na. So it is being observed and closely watched by the government.
Sec, how much yung allocation per province na which have been declared under the state of calamity? Halimbawa, yung Ilocos Sur, Bataan, Pampanga, Cavite. In each city, how much yung allocation nila?
Well, actually, wala namang kwan yun. Walang correlation sa 70-30 na sinasabi natin. They have their own local disaster risk reduction management fund. And 70% of that is for preparation, prevention, mitigation, and response. And 30% is for rehabilitation. So yung rehabilitation, that can be used because of this state of calamity, but the 70% can be used by the particular locality.
Magkano yung release per province?
There,
For
there
this
is-
particular type?
there is no release per province. It is based on their resources, and 5% of that, based on their era, dun kinukompute yung 5%, and that is the minimum. Other provinces and municipalities can make it even 10 or 15%. It depends sa sangguniang bayan or sangguniang panlalawigan.
Sec, bakit ganun? Parang the flooding is concentrated in National Capital Region pero the LGUs has not declared a state of calamity in each of the city. Bakit? Di ba ang focus is NCR ng lahat ng floodings?
Ang nag-declare naman ng state of calamity, yung talagang adversely affected by floodings or the weather condition. And it's up to the sanggunian of the respective locality to declare if they will declare state of calamity.
Sa NCR, wala pang nag-declare ng state of calamity.
So far,
Marikina,
wala.
Sir, yun yung total number of provinces which are currently under a state of calamity.
Paki-flash natin yung data. So yan po yung provinces at mga municipalities nag-declare ng state of calamity.
But basically, sir, if I may, sir, yung buong province lang is the provinces of Bataan and Cavite. We are still validating reports that the province of Laguna has also declared. So, that makes it 3 kung ma-validate natin, ma-confirm natin.
So, dalawa lang po yung under a state of calamity.
Na provinces.
Ilocos Sur.
Yung
and-
isang municipality lang niya,
okay.
yung Narvacan. Same is true with Pampanga, isang city and 4 municipalities.